What up? It's your man 9 Mil, and I'm back with another quick little video. If you're anything like me and you take your firearms practice seriously, you do a lot of dry firing. And if you're doing that practice dry firing with a striker fire pistol, you know how pain in the ass it could be to mess up your flow and to have to rack the slide after every shot. So I bought a remedy, and I'm about to show y'all that remedy today. On top of that, it's helping me because I'm on the path to become a pistol instructor, and I failed multiple times on my testing with follow-up shots with both hands. So it's hard for me to practice that with the traditional way of dry firing. So if you're anything like me and you want to progress with multiple shot strings, switching hands, not having to rack the slide after every shot, stay tuned, watch this video because I got the remedy for us. Peace.
Introducing the StopBox Pro gun safe, the ultimate solution for safety. With cutting-edge technology, this safe keeps your firearms secure yet accessible. Built to last with an advanced locking mechanism, trust that your loved ones are protected. Use link in the description for 10% off, and buy one StopBox Pro, get one free. Double the safety for your peace of mind. Visit our website today. Link is in the description.
Alright, like I was saying, without further ado, this is going to be a quick video. This is just an introduction. And the product that I was telling you about is called the Dry Fire Mag. This is a dry fire fake magazine that you put into the firearm, and it allows you to be able to do multiple shot strings without having to rack the slide every time. If you know anything about We Are Empty, let's go ahead and show that real quick from all angles. We are empty. We're in a safe environment. Nothing in that chamber or nothing. All right, so if you know anything about dry firing, so it's racked, boom, you can pull the trigger, it fires, but that trigger stays back, so obviously you gotta rack it again, and you gotta do that for every time. All right, so that doesn't allow you to be able to practice multiple shots from different angles or whatever, and it kind of messes up your flow. Like if you're flowing and you getting into a good groove, you got to stop your firing every time to do this. So pain in the ass. So the fix is this dry fire magazine. So what you do is you're gonna have to cock it first, and get in the comments, let me know if you want me to do a full walkthrough of this, and you know all the ins and outs and the gadgets that comes with it. But what you do is you insert this. Once it's inserted, the first trigger pull is long. All right, but after that, it's wherever you set it. It's wherever you set it to break. So obviously, I can get multiple shots in without having to rack the slide every time. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so that's it in a nutshell. It is fully adjustable. It's adjustable here on top with the spring. You can order it with just the spring that it comes with, which is exactly this one. I think it's set up for like it mimics the trigger pull weight of like a Glock or something like that. I forget exactly, but it comes with one spring, maybe even two. I opted for the upgrade where I got 5 or 6 different springs, so I can switch out this spring easy peasy right here. A little nut, take this little nut out, release the pressure here, replace the spring. I can go heavier or lighter depending on the firearm that I'm using. So that's a good plus, huge plus, because everybody's triggers may be different. So that's one aspect of it. Another aspect of it is you can also use this same tool, come down in this hole, and you can go left or right to loosen or tighten. And basically what that does is moves your trigger. Once it's in, it moves your trigger either further out or closer in, depending on your liking and how you have your firearm set up. So this is roughly where it's at now. is roughly where my trigger is normally. Already went through and adjusted it or whatever. So that's where my trigger is normally. It doesn't break exactly where my trigger breaks. However, I also don't have the proper trigger weight in this. So let me show you what I mean. This is by no means no scientific trigger weight pull meter or whatever you want to call it. It's not the best. I mean, it's definitely more expensive ones on the market, but this is just enough to get me through and give me an idea of what I'm dealing with my firearms. I'm not needing to be like super accurate or whatever. I just need to have an idea of where my stuff is. So like I said, we're empty, we're zeroed out. We're gonna put this on the trigger and I'm gonna pull super slow until it breaks. It broke at 6.78 pounds. Let's do about 5 of these. Let's enter that so it locks in. Got a rack again, I forgot about that. That's the pain in the ass part. Let's do 3. Super slow. Break. Oh damn, turned it off. Dumbass. Alright, let's start that over. I ain't know I turned it off. Put that on the trigger. On super slow till it breaks. 6.04 pounds. Let's go ahead and enter that. Let's do 3 trigger pulls, just an idea. Like I said, this is not gonna be a long video. I'm trying to make it not too long. Just to give y'all an idea. That's number 2. 5.65. Do 1 more. And then we get an average of the 3 trigger pulls. 5.73. So that's not a super heavy trigger. You know what I mean? The average is 5 pounds, 10 ounces trigger pull. I don't know if y'all can see that down there. I'm getting the glare, but right here, 5.10 ounces for the 3 trigger pull average. All right, so now let's clear this out. How do I do that? Delete. Hold that down, delete that. Clean that screen. Hey, whether you need to defend yourself with your hands, pistol, a sword, a rifle, or a pistol, USCCA. Anything happens, whether it's criminal or civil cases, that will cover your ass in case you need to use self-defense. No lacking. USCCA, link in the description. Don't say I ain't tell you so. USCCA ain't the only ones on the market, so shop around. We personally use USCCA. That link is in the description. They have insurance policy, online training, and certifications right at the comfort of your own home. And remember, I was saying that first trigger pull is the heavy pull. So you want to rack it first, insert the mag, and this first pull is just to set the trigger in the proper spot to be able to use the magazine. So actually, let's go ahead and put this on. Let's see just how heavy that first trigger pull is. First trigger pull. The ones after this will be substantially lighter. That's 10 pounds. So it's gonna be in between like 8 and 10 pounds for that first trigger pull. We are gonna delete that though, because I don't want that part of my test. All right, so now we can get to our 3 trigger pull average with the stock spring that comes with it. 1 of 3 right here. 5.56 pounds. 6.13. 6.94. So that's the average of 6.40. So all in all, I did that to show that I'm probably going to keep this spring in here because it is heavier than what my spring is on the gun naturally. So I'm thinking if I practice with the heavier spring, then when I do my live fire with my regular spring, hold on, how can I say this? I'm confused my damn self. All right, so I figure if I practice with the stock spring that comes with the dry fire magazine, as you see is averaging at 6.4 pounds, then I'll be able to, if I practice with the heavier stock spring that comes with this at 6.4 pounds average, when I do live fire with my pistol, regular trigger weight of 5, average of 5.5, almost 6 pounds, just that little bit should allow me to be able to control the firearm a little bit more. It's like working out with a weight vest on, or running or walking, rucking with weight on your back versus walking with just your t-shirt on. Now, I mean, it's like a little bit more strenuous, a little bit more weight can pay off when it comes down to the real thing. So that's what my idea is. We're gonna see how it goes, but I'm definitely glad I got this because I've been failing on the shoot 3. I gotta draw from holster, get on target, fire 3 rounds, boom, 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 switch hands, fire 3 rounds. I've been failing on that. Honestly, it's because I've been having a hard time finding the dot. So I will have a video on my remedy to be able to find that dot faster. I'll have that video coming up soon. But yeah, I got a remedy to that. But either way, all of the test is, none of the tests really is single fire shots. All of the tests are rapid fire. So I gotta do strings of fire, 3, 5, 6 rounds or whatever. You know what I mean? So now I can. It allows me to 1, 2, 3, switch hands, 1, 2, 3. Draw from holster, get on target, pow, 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 pow. So yeah, man, that's what it is. That's what it is. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know if you're interested in me doing a full walkthrough of everything that comes in the box with this dry fire magazine, and maybe even show you the other springs that it comes with. Yeah, good purchase. Not cheap, not cheap, but good purchase. As a matter of fact, hopefully, go ahead and look at my my Amazon store. I got a link in the description. You should be able to find yours in there. All of the dry fire stuff that I use is actually in my Amazon store. So anything that you see in my videos that you think you may want to try, go ahead, check it out. Link in the description. That's it for today. Thanks for rocking. Get in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking. Go hard or stay home. Peace.